Hello, I'm Evan Oder. I'm the founder and president of Map Labs. I started Map Labs in 2015, and today we are still the #1 dedicated Google Business Profile and Google Maps marketing service. Why I started Map Labs? The reason I started Map Labs was because I was tired and frustrated of sending my clients ranking reports and geogrids that showed them where their business ranked for certain keywords and them just basically not understanding it or being able to connect that performance to the real world. If you're a business investing in any kind of local SEO or any kind of Google advertising, you've probably seen one of these reports where there's a green bubble that says number 1, a red bubble that says number 10, and it has a keyword that shows you where you rank for it, and then you go and you Google that keyword and you're nowhere to be found. And it's frustrating because it doesn't make sense. If the report says we're doing better, but my business is performing the same or worse, well, then where's the disconnect, right? And so the simple reason I started Map Labs is I wanted an objective way to say that something was working and, most importantly, that it also matched the real world results and performance for the business. One of the first metrics that I was really attracted to for Google Business Profiles and Google My Business was direction requests. This is a really interesting metric, especially if you're a storefront or any kind of retail business, because when people are requesting directions to your business, they walk through the door. You as a consumer probably do this all the time. You Google restaurants near me, haircuts near me, women's salon, nail shop, the list goes on and on. And if you've ever been there where you Google a business and you request directions and then you walk through the door and spend money, that is exactly why we measure things like direction requests, to cut the noise out of whether something's working or not. When we audit business profile insights for many businesses, what we often find is that metrics like direction requests essentially perfectly match the real world foot traffic flow of a business. Restaurants have a peak on Friday and Saturdays. Gyms have a peak on Mondays when people are going into the gym. I could give you countless examples here, but the reality is that a metric like direction requests is one of those really important data points that you can only get on a platform like Google Business Profiles. And again, that's why I started Map Labs. I wanted a way to measure the real world impact for my clients on Google Maps and search, and also, of course, as a result of hiring our services to help them to drive more people to their business. And so being objective is about, really at its fundamental core, being performance driven. We believe in performance marketing at Map Labs. SEO, paid search, social media, all of those things can absolutely drive performance and real world impacts, but how you measure success is the singular most important thing to determining whether or not your campaigns or a channel is performing better than it has in the past. And so at Map Labs, we help to show businesses the truth about their performance. We measure things like direction requests, phone calls, website visits, because when a business comes to me or comes to any SEO company and says, I want to rank higher, what they actually mean is I want more customers. How do you get more customers? They go to your website, they call you, they walk through the door. So measuring those three things is the default mechanism for measuring success on Google Maps and search through business profile insights. We can also measure awesome things like how many people viewed your business profile. Your business listing is fundamentally a landing page more than anything. And so if we can measure how many people view that listing or landing page and how many people take action on that landing page, well, then we've got a much better chance of saying that things are better or worse or the same by benchmarking those three data points in particular. We can also measure how people found your business profile. One thing I hear all the time from businesses is, well, people already know who I am. That is so far from the truth for most businesses. Even some of the most famous restaurants in the world that we work with, 90% of their traffic on business profiles comes from non-branded search. People who don't know who they are, people who don't know what even they want to eat. They are just going to Google to look for options and to explore alternative choices that they may not have thought of before. And so being objective at its core is about being driven based on performance and trying to have a more accurate way of measuring if the channel and if Google Maps is having a positive, negative, or neutral impact on your business over the long run. And when you hire services like Map Labs or any marketer who says they're going to drive revenue to your business, measuring things like rankings and impressions is one of the worst ways to do that, because search and marketing and customer behavior is just very complex. It's dynamic. Nothing is always the same for everybody. And so that is the reason I started Map Labs, was to just have a better way to explain the results my clients were getting from Google and to also quantify the impact that our service and really anybody who's trying to optimize your business profile is actually having on your business. Time and time again, we get people who come to us showing us these great report cards, these graders, these geogrids that show green bubbles, green arrows up, everything's great. And then we plug their business profile in and their business profile performance is down and to the right. Ranking reports do not reflect reality. Business profile insights do. The other reason I started Map Labs was because I noticed that as we were trying to figure out how to explain results to clients, there were also a lot of really obvious things that Google Business Profiles, the platform, and the native experience did not offer us. So if you're a business that has multiple locations, you can't easily update things in bulk. You can't do reporting in bulk. Responding to reviews is a challenge. If you're a business and somebody is suggesting edits to your business profile and constantly changing your name, address, phone number, categories, or attributes, that's a problem. And so as we've evolved and as we've continued to build Map Labs, we've identified problems that Google has basically left behind and we've solved them. And so if you're a business looking to get more objective about your performance on the channel and get better tools to manage the channel at scale, check out maplabs.com, connect your listing for a free trial. We give you a 14-day complimentary access with no credit card required. And one of our team members can give you a free audit if you contact us to see and hear from us what we observe in your performance, as well as give you actionable insights into what you can do to actually get more growth and more traffic from the channel.